My brother's girlfriend accused me of seducing her, but I'm gay. I, 19M, and my older brother, who we'll call Frank, 25M, were a close-knit family. From my perspective, there was never a golden son. Our parents treated us equally, and my brother often gave me advice on how to handle situations I didn't feel comfortable sharing with my parents. We were brothers who shared great trust in each other, believing that if the world were against us, we would still be inseparable. Or at least that's what I thought. By the time I was 15, I knew I wasn't like other boys. I felt an attraction toward them. To confirm this, I'll just say that I secretly kissed a boy, and I liked it. I already knew what my orientation was, but I couldn't tell my parents or my brother because I feared they might reject me. Stories of parents disowning their children just because they were attracted to someone of the same sex terrified me. I was even scared that my brother might hate me for it. So, I wasn't ready to come out as I felt insecure about their potential reactions. 2 weeks ago, my brother brought his girlfriend to our house, let's call her Amanda, 22 years old. They had met at a party thanks to a mutual friend, and supposedly, Frankie felt that she was the one to spend the rest of his life with. The dinner was good, my parents were delighted with it, and I, for my part, felt happy with my brother, but the girl looked at me out of the corner of her eye and I noticed it, which made me feel uncomfortable, but I preferred to ignore it since I didn't want to ruin Amanda's first night at all. I had spent that night and everything was fine, until one late night my brother's girlfriend found me on Instagram and followed me and liked all my photos. It seemed strange to me, but then he sent me a message and I quoted, "The truth is you are prettier than you, brother. I don't know if you would like to spend some time with me." I felt my stomach turn because of that message. What kind of person do you write to your partner's brother to propose something like that? I told her that she would respect me and that I was not interested in anything, then I blocked her from my account. I thought everything was going to be fine. The next morning, everything was normal, and I didn't say anything to my brother, a serious mistake on my part. In the afternoon, I was in my room playing video games when my brother came in and hit me hard in the face. The truth is that the blow hurt me and it still hurts me, and then he yelled at me. How could I have done that? I thought we were great adventure companions. Why did I do it? I didn't know anything, and I was trying to calm him down so he would listen to me and ask why he was so upset, but I saw how my brother raised his head. Armed to give him another blow, and I closed my eyes waiting for him until our parents arrived because of the noise we were making, and my father separated Frank from me. I was recovering. Dad asks what was happening, and my brother tells them something that even I was shocked at. Amanda told me that Danny was seducing her and calling her late at night, that she didn't want to cause problems but that she felt uncomfortable. I said, "Excuse me?" When I was about to speak, my father slapped me very hard. That one also hit me, and the worst thing was that almost in the same place where my brother hit me, my father said, I was disappointed in myself and that my mother and he had not created a cheating man. I feel so bad, but they didn't even let me defend myself. Since my father just took my black jacket, threw it on me, and pulled me out of the house, I still remember the words he said. "You are now legally of age, so don't come back to my house." Just to close the door on me after that. After a few minutes after processing all that, I started to cry and walk. I didn't know what to do, so I went to my brother's best friend's house. His name is Robert, he is 24 years old, 1 year apart from Frank. He and my brother were friends in childhood, and they always got along well, as if they were brothers from different mothers. When I met him at first, I looked at him as a friend, but then I started to have feelings for him. I looked at him more than a friend, and for me, from the bottom of my heart, I consider him my first true love. I hope that in the comments you are not laughing at how cheesy I am. Well, I arrived at his house and explained the situation to him. Thanks to God, I had my phone, and I showed him that everything Amanda said was false, and he let me stay in his guest room. But before, give me a hug of comfort. I have to say, I don't care, but I felt so safe in his arms, and my heart beat strong. This makes me feel good. But now that I feel calm, I don't know what to do. I didn't even think that when I left home it wouldn't be this way, and I have no savings. Any advice? It still hurts me to think that my family would have denied me so quickly because of the words of someone who barely came to the house. I feel sad and lost without my family, without my brother. Update. Regarding the meeting with my parents and brother, well, it didn't go well at all. I went to talk to them. I even brought evidence to show them. Robert accompanied me and was going to be the intermediary so that something serious wouldn't happen. I think when they only saw Robert through the vantage point of the door, my brother quickly opened it happily, but he only saw me and his smile disappeared. My brother demanded from Robert why he was with me. He just said that we have to talk about something with everyone, and I reluctantly agreed. Robert grabbed my hand to give me support and we entered the house. But Destiny is a bitch that wanted to hit me hard since my brother's girlfriend was there. She only saw me and Robert out of the corner of her eye, but her gaze fell when he and I were holding each other's hands. But I hadn't taken it into account. At this point, I just wanted to clean up my image as my family. We all sat down, and I started talking about the situation. Even though I was shaking, I had to be strong, and I told them the evidence in front of them. I even showed them the video where I made a screen recording, proving that she was the one who wanted something with me. What happened next was really stupid and illogical. Even with the evidence and telling the face that it was her that was flirting, they said that it's still my fault, even though she still said, and I quote, with your look, passing in front of me, even smiling at me, that's enough that you told me that you wanted something with me." Right now I'm laughing at how stupid it sounds, but at that moment I was surprised, shocked, even aberration. It doesn't matter that you like someone to tell you that just to be nice, they say that to you. We began to argue strongly because I cannot believe that with all the evidence they continue to say that it is my fault. Robert even told them that this is illogical, in addition to the fact that it was stupid for them to believe a girl who barely arrived in me who is her family. My brother told him not to get involved and that he was a traitor for being on my side. My mother pulled out the typical, "It's your fault for separating my brother's family and friends" letter. I couldn't take it anymore, so I just went to my room to pick up my things, clothing and valuables. Now with my things, I told my parents that if they wanted me to leave, then I'm leaving, and I told my brother that when she cheats on him, he should tell me so I can laugh in his face. Honestly, no, I know where I got that courage. Robert made the last attempt, but nothing could be done. My brother made it clear to him that they were no longer friends and that now we both no longer exist. After that, I settled in Robert's house, and thanks to his beautiful support, I will seriously be grateful to him. So even though it hurt me, I blocked my family and my brother's girlfriend, so now I am going to live calmly and better to focus on what I want to do in my life. Update 2. Well, guess who contacted me last night? That's right, my brother's girlfriend, Amanda. From Instagram as always, since I had her blocked, she created a fake account just to write to me and tell me meaningless things, like it doesn't matter how much you wanted to try or another person would have taken advantage, and my favorite, you are not a man. Honestly, it's like a girl was insulting me instead of an adult woman. The other one who realized, finally brain works, that I don't like women, since he saw how I was holding Robert's hand and that real men never hold hands. I don't know why he uses that as a man. I know I'm a man, I have something that defines me, el mayo. Then I go through the typical speech that I didn't know what I really liked, and only with her would I become a macho. If I was bothered, why are there really people who have to use their sexuality or your tastes in doubt? Then I laughed, because, let's be honest, that sounds good to someone who has a closed mind or is a bitch who needs somewhere to jump. After that, I blocked her that one too. I don't care if he tells my parents or someone else. When his opinion or his arguments are Henry Cavill dressed as a prince, riding a white horse, holding a bouquet of roses, and giving me loss with a diamond ring, then I will accept it. Final update. Unfortunately, I received the notification, thanks to some relatives, that my brother is getting married. Yes, as you read, my stupid older brother is going to marry his crazy girlfriend, which is hard for me to believe after what happened. I thought that after the evidence it was going to take a few days for them to see that I wasn't the bad guy in the story and that Amanda was the one who was bad, but apparently they don't care about that. They don't care that she was the one who lied about the messages, that she was the one who divided my family. Read this made my heart hurt. I'm not going to deny it. I thought I was going to be with my brother on that important day in his life, and now I'm not going to be. I feel like they never care, and it was I'm in the way. In the end, it still affects me. I can only continue as I was and possibly pretend that I don't have a family that still hurts me, that the only family I have are my maternal grandparents and Robert. With Robert, someone asked me privately at the end what kind of relationship we have, and well, just remain friends, since I'm still unsure whether to tell him what I feel, but he has done things these days that make me very happy. Yes, our friendship relationship happens something else or not, at least with him, I am happy to continue by his side and that he is there for me too.